Oh man, it feels pretty good out. I mean, honestly, it's like 43 degrees, but I don't know. The truck's pretty warm on the inside, so it feels good to me. Got a load of coils that I didn't have to pick up because the trailer I had was a step deck, and they don't load step decks at this particular place. So another driver picked these up for me. I'm all right with it. Nice tarp job. Excellent tarp job. Way better than what I probably could have done. Down here in Arkansas. Ooh, perfect timing, baby. Nice. That's clean, clean, clean. I love those old FLDs. Those should sound good too. Nice. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. I hope you guys have a blessed week. As I said, I'm up here in Arkansas, the rest area. Just finished doing my pre-trip. Got me some pick-me-up juice. And don't mind my filthy freaking hoodie. Went to a job site, started the week off at a job site, going up to Glendale, Kentucky at the job site up there. I think I filmed up there before recently, and I guess it rained up there and it was a horrendous mud pit. So of course this is mud everywhere. Got mud all over myself from rolling the straps up because they're coated in mud. I mean, it was just a big mess. So, but started that week off. I went back to the shop. They gave me a load that went up to, where did I go? Friendly, Minnesota. I went to a particular place I haven't been to since I first, like, that was literally my first, having mind farts right now. My first, my first over-the-road training trip. Man, I struggled like hell trying to get that out. Anyways, yes, that was my first over-the-road training trip that I went to Cummins factory, and it kind of sent me down memory lane, to be honest with you. But it was a pretty cool trip. Got it delivered. Had to get some stuff. Had to sell on the phone with DMV. Try to get some stuff straightened out with my medical card. So that was fun. Whole bunch of stuff, but got that unloaded. I met up with another Huff and Puff driver in Gary, Indiana at Petro. We swapped trailers because, like I said earlier, this particular place doesn't load step decks, so he had to pick my load up for me. And I'm taking this load down to Memphis, Tennessee. I'm actually about an hour away from the place. Now, no telling what my backhaul's gonna be. It could either be picking up steel rods out in Memphis, or I could get sent to Ermco or what have you. So, no telling. Just have to wait and see. But anyways, I'm gonna hop in the truck, get a few little odds and ends taken care of, and I'm gonna roll down the road. Man, this has been non-stop tight back turnings. So I had to, where I'm sitting there is his driveway. I had to back into his driveway. You see that door right there? I had to back into that door and hug the driver's side wall, get unloaded from the side. So thankfully this road is not too busy and is really wide, which is why I need it, because there's a trailer right here I had to avoid. And again, this driveway is not that wide, as you can tell. So, nature of the beast, y'all. Sometimes you're just gonna do a lot of tight turning. Anyways, I'm gonna pull off to the shoulder right here, to the side. Well, actually, more that way. And we gonna watch our step right there. We gonna fold these tarps up real quick. It's the trailer. Boom shakalaka. We good. Pull off on the side right here. Like I said, not too busy. I believe this whole building is there, so like I said, fold these tarps up. Call the dispatch, see what they want me to do next. And we're gonna head home. We're gonna call it done. Put a fork in her, baby. Let's go. All right, guys, so real quick, I want to tell you guys a little story. Now, it's kind of gonna have stuff to do with topics I've made in past videos, but I figured since my channel is kind of starting to catch a little bit of viewing traction, I figured I'd talk about it and use it as an example. So yesterday, actually, as a matter of fact, on the way down here, I was somewhere southbound on I-57, somewhere up in Illinois. I was coming up, it was a it was a 4-lane interstate, but of course 2 lanes on either side. There was 2 slow semi trucks ahead of me, so I merged to the left to start passing them. Well, here comes flying up some little purple Scion SUV or whatever, comes flying up in the right hand lane, of course trying to play chicken with me. Well, it wasn't able to get to me and the other trucks, you know, in time for me. You know, I was able to close that gap before they were able to try to squeeze in. So of course it hops behind me, it's riding my rear bumper, and you know, I'm trying to pass the first slow truck. And mind you, of course, my truck is not the fastest, it's governed at 68, so it's gonna take a little time, but no big deal, or at least it shouldn't be a big deal. So I get past the first semi, I merge back over into the right hand lane to let the car pass. Well, instead of passing, the car decides to keep sitting in that lane, not even going anywhere. So I get back over in the left lane and proceed to pass the second slower truck. Get past the second truck, I get back over in the right hand lane. And the car proceeds to finally hit the gas pedal. But instead of going on, it decides to cut over in front of me. Of course, there's a train coming as I'm trying to tell the story. It cuts right over in front of me and it just starts slowing down. Didn't necessarily brake check me, but starts slowing down. I was like, come on, man, we really doing this? Like, so the left lane's still clear. I merged back over because, of course, at this point, I'm too close to the little car. I merged back over and the car does the same deal, merges back over. I mean, it's just messing with me. And I was like, bro, we can't, seriously, I didn't even do anything to you. So, I don't know, I guess they got bent out of shape that I was in the left lane or whatever. Even, you know, it didn't matter what I was trying to do. But thankfully, it didn't stay doing it forever. It finally hit the gas pedal and went on by its business. But it was just so irritating. I handled it a lot better than I used to handle situations like that in the past. But if it kept on doing it, I would have just backed off and just pulled over onto the side of the road, just let it go on as far as it could go. And I used to not ever do stuff like that. You know, I used to have road rage like nobody's business. But anyways, I'm saying all this stuff for new cats and even seasoned drivers, but especially the people that's getting into trucking, don't have much experience. Look, people are gonna be disrespectful to you. I don't know what it is. People just downright despise big trucks. Doesn't matter what you're trying to do. You could be doing everything right, trying to be as courteous as you can possibly be in a big commercial vehicle, and somebody's just still gonna get bent out of shape and mess with you. I don't understand what goes through people's minds thinking they're gonna win against a big truck. I don't get that. So, but anyways, I'm not saying all this to make a rant video. I'm saying all this is, if you're in a situation like that, do exactly what I was fixing to do. Pull off to the side of the road. If you're coming up on a rest area, pull in that rest area. Just take yourself out of that situation. You have to remove yourself out of that situation. Reason you gotta do all this is, you don't know if you hadn't realized it, the odds are severely stacked against you when you get your CDL. I always tell people you're guilty until proven innocent when you get that Class A. It's unfortunate that it's like that, but you know, the main reason I feel is that we got the title professional trucker, is that's just another way for governments, you know, you to be held accountable. You know, because the odds are not going to be in your favor. You're a bigger vehicle, so they're automatically going to assume you the one that started it. So you got to protect yourself at all costs. Remove yourself out of the situation, because I'm telling you what, that victim's family, if God forbid you're in an accident with them, they're not going to care that their family member started the whole situation, put themselves in danger. They're going to come after you, and they're going to come after the company you work for. Aside from that, DOT, state troopers, they're not going to care that they started it. They're going to come after you. You know, the news outlets, you know, if it's bad enough and the news gets involved, General public's not going to see, hey, this car started it. No, they're going to look at you. You're the big, dangerous, scary truck driver, right? So this, unfortunately, is what's a part of this industry. I love what I do. Don't get me wrong. I love every bit about it. I'm passionate about what I do, and that's why I'm saying all this. This is just a part of the business, unfortunately. There's just no respect, and I mean, there's other bad truck drivers like I spoke to, and spoke about in the past too. Matter of fact, last week had another one. I'm trying to pass a FedEx truck. He getting impatient. Actually, he came out of nowhere. It was an ungoverned truck. He had been doing about 85, 90 miles an hour. He was way behind me by the time I got into the left lane to pass this FedEx truck. He raced up behind me. He's flashing his high beam, putting his brights on, all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm over here doing my thing. I'm finally able to get over. He's trying to intentionally swerve into me. I mean, just craziness. Gets in front of me, slams on his brakes. I mean, I'm telling you, man. I was like, I just don't understand what it is with folks, man. They're nuts. They're nuts. But again, you got to back off, man. Don't fight nobody out here on the road. It's not worth it. This is your livelihood out here we're talking about. I'm going to give, I made the mistake of not following my own advice from past videos, and I could have got myself into some mess. I could have ended my career. Thankfully, make a long story short, it wasn't nothing major, but it could turn major just like that. All from me not being patient, not cooling down. I could have really ruined my career with that. So, but again, by the grace of God, that didn't happen, and I was able to, learn from that. And ever since then, I'm telling y'all, I've been trying to practice being patient, being slow to anger. Me trying to build my relationship with Christ anyways. I'm practicing on turning the other cheek. As a matter of fact, I say a prayer before every trip, asking for the Lord's hedge of protection over me and to be slow to anger. And that is what you gotta do, especially doing this job. You should do that in all aspects of life, but especially doing this job, you have to be patient. You have to be slow to anger and just keep on going about your day. And you're gonna win at the end of the day, all of this, doing that. Because let them go and think they won. Let them think they proved their little point or whatever. But you do whatever you need to do to protect your CDL. It's so hard to get, and it's super easy to lose. Just like that. Like I said, I know I talked about this in the past, but safety and being patient, I don't think you can talk enough about it. It's something that a lot of people struggle with, including myself. I didn't do this overnight, but again, I love what I do. This job is what puts food on my family's tables and, keeps a roof over our head. So I have to be like this. And if you're doing this job, you gotta be like this. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys, gain something off of this. I don't know it all by any means, but I'll tell you what, I know enough to at least share how to be careful, especially from past mistakes. So, man, I'm gonna hop off this video. If y'all liked it, if y'all found value off of it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, that notification bell, so you'll know when I post another video. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, get back home to your families. We're coming up on Christmas, y'all. We got things we gotta do. Y'all stay safe out here. Let's keep these roads safe. Keep positive attitude. Let's keep building this community up and building each other up. Y'all stay blessed. I'll catch you in the next one.